Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Samara from coachingconsciouscreators.com, and I want to address how to get rid of negative thoughts. So all of us who are trying to manifest things understand that our thought processes are the key. Understanding how our subconscious mind works and how our conscious mind works through visualization, monitoring our thoughts. And there's been this whole thing about staying positive all the time. And I've always argued with people about the concept of positive thinking because we don't live in a positive world. We live in a world of duality. And part of our existence here means that we're able to experience a spectrum of emotions. And I believe that all of those emotions are useful, from the very positive to the very negative. They're like indicators for us to help us figure out our next move, what we need to do next. Just like physical pain in the body is an indicator that something needs to be addressed. It's not necessarily your body attacking you, it's your body warning you that you need to do something. The same with emotions. Negative thoughts are not attacking you. And sometimes it feels that way because if you're trying to manifest something and you're trying to, do all these affirmations and you're trying to keep your head up, you're trying to keep your vibration high, it can feel like these negative thoughts are attacking you. But just like physical pain, they're just an indicator that you need to take a different action. And so when people come to me and say they're experiencing negative thoughts or negative emotions and they're trying to push them down, I encourage people to embrace the emotion for the purpose of understanding what is telling us about what's going on inside. So let's say, for example, you're trying to manifest a new job, but you've had a lot of negative experiences. Like either you haven't gotten any callbacks from any applications, or you've done some interviews and nothing panned out, whatever. And so you're trying to stay positive, but all these negative thoughts are coming up around this. And you're trying to push it down, push it down, push it down. What I recommend is sitting with it and understanding what's at the bottom of it. So in the case of job seekers who haven't been able to manifest a new job, maybe there's some fear around rejection. Maybe there's some beliefs that, you're not good enough for a new job because of what you've experienced. And what I would do is get to the bottom of that. If the fear is rejection and you're afraid that you'll be rejected because deep down you don't believe you're good enough to do the job, I would work on transforming that in a way that feels good. Not just saying, oh, that's not true, I know I'm good enough, fighting with the emotion, but understanding that those negative emotions and those fears are your mind's way of protecting you from further pain, further damage. And so when we experience negative thoughts and negative emotions, that's our brain's protective mechanism. And if you notice, usually we experience negative thoughts and emotions around things that are very important to us, that there's a lot at stake, or we feel like if we don't get this thing, we won't be able to survive. And so with these intense types of needs, of course your mind is going to go into full protection mode. And so this protection mode doesn't come from the current thing that you're trying to manifest. It usually comes from something in your past, something that happened that caused you pain, and your subconscious mind came up with a way to protect you from ever experiencing that again. So now you are triggering thoughts and feelings that are close to that painful thing that you experienced in your past, and your brain is trying to protect you from harming yourself again. So before you can even get close to that manifestation, your brain is triggered because it's remembering that last time you went in that direction, you were hurt or you were rejected. And as human beings, rejection means we don't survive. No human being can survive on this planet completely alone. And so the rejection stings so much because it literally is a matter of survival for us. So when we feel that sting, when our brain is trying to protect us from perceived pain in our future, we have to go and kind of reparent ourselves, for lack of a better term. We have to address what's going on. We have to talk to ourselves like we would talk to a child about those fears. So for the job seeker who's feeling like they're not good enough, maybe say, hey, it's okay that you feel that you're not good enough. It's natural, it's normal, we've been here before. And maybe even try to pinpoint the painful event or the rejection from before, and just kind of comfort yourself through it until you feel a little bit better. And then from there, you can start to introduce new thoughts around that fear once you've pinpointed what's really at the bottom of these negative thoughts that keep popping up. So when the negative thought pops up, or the negative feeling, don't push it. Examine it, and take it as a signal or an indicator that there's something you need to address before you go ahead and move forward into your positive manifestation. And give yourself a break. You're supposed to feel a spectrum of emotions. That's part of the human experience. That's half the reason why we're here, so that, we came from the oneness. We came from the all, and everything was put on a spectrum. We say duality, but really it's a spectrum. Hot and cold are a spectrum of the same thing, of temperature. Sadness and joy are a spectrum of this wonderful thing we get to experience called emotion. So don't fight your negative thoughts. Look at them. Look at your mind as your helper and your servant, and don't ever fight it. Allow it to do what it's doing, but also understand that once you do that, you do have the ability to push forward and manifest whatever you want. You still have that God energy within you while you're having this human experience. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If any of you have any tips about how you handle negative thoughts and negative emotions that are interfering with your ability to manifest, leave them in the comments below. And if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell. If you want to know more about me, check out my website, coachingconsciouscreators.com, where I coach people through spiritual awakenings. And I also help people with practical tools that they can use throughout their daily life to help strengthen their manifestation abilities. Thanks for watching, guys.